High and left.
Yep. You want him? You take him. I'll take his buddy.
He's down.
Whoa, I got hit by something, I think. May have been debris. Oh, he's toast.
Caterpillar over here.
Oh, cat. Alright, I'll let you,
Let's see if these weapons do.
yeah, I'll let you test your weapons on him. Oh, wow. Your barrage, I can see at range. Oh, yeah, you're punching his shields down. They are working.
Looks like I'm holding.
Yeah, you're punching his shields down. You must have his engines targeted.
No.
No?
Shoot the center mass. This is where I think he's got his shields up. Time I thought.
The repeaters make a little... when the target moves, it makes the repeaters more valuable. Because you can keep more shots on target.
Have you guys seen if you can attach the Harbinger missile pods to the 600i turret?
No, I have not.
I don't have a Harbinger, unfortunately. Alpha does. One thing's for sure, those cannons punch down the shields with that setup better than I have with any other ship that I've used them.
I think it's sheer volume.
But in this patch, repeaters just, you know, the volume is required for these shields.
Yeah, with repeaters, I can take them out without having.
Yeah. The advantage with yours is the range. It gives you massive range. Alright, I'm gonna remove him. Yeah, look at how fast the repeaters tear down the shields.
Hostile
Yeah.
eliminated.
Working in combination with.
oh yeah, combined, that's it's the best of both worlds. Now, if you did a mixed loadout, half and half, yeah, you could do half and half on your ship.
Thought about that.
One big happy fleet.
Your fleet looks cool. You got people standing on the bridge.
Let's see what we got. What do we got? I got nothing. Got Clover.
I've got Spook left at 5,800.
Let's share it. Let's take him out.
Sharing now. He's back at PO.
Boy, he hasn't budged, has he? Alright, I'm plotting a course.
It's weird every time, like, My spool was going crazy.
I think you're slightly out of range. Let me get closer to you and see what happens. Quantum travel started by...
Alert. Engines overheating.
You ready?
Yep.
I've got your back.
Here we go.
Quantum drive.
I'm definitely going to 0 throttle. Come out, I do.
Yeah. I think I was moving faster when we went to warp. So you shouldn't catch up with me. You shouldn't.
I think I just passed you on quantum.
What? Oh, you got a Jaeger, don't you?
I do.
Bastard. I don't have a Jaeger. How'd you get that to stick to the wall, Deadpool? Must be angled. You got a flare to stick to the wall. Yeah, I put a cross field in this, so it's comparable. But you're going to edge me out, I think, in the long run.
Interdiction from me. At a small asteroid field with 3, I think.
Now, I imagine those cannons work great on just about everything else. Just not the capital ships, the big ships. Which is sad, because those are what they should work best on.
I'm of 2 minds right now. I think size 3 ship where a size 2 cooler could put more than an hour to adequate over problems. That's why I think I'm quickly. Other than it being interdicted.
No problem, mate. This guy's Australian or something. Almost there.
Can't target anybody.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Whoa. Crusader disappeared for a second. I do not see Alpha Wolf.
Engines
I'm
inactive.
stuck in
Engines
quantums.
active.
I don't know where. And it won't let me jump to BO.
How about now?
I'm too close.
Too close. I did jump out of warp hundreds of kilometers away from Port Elsar once.
Quantum
Coming
drive
from
activated.
Delamar. Try it, hang on a sec.
I'm gonna try a different area. And then hit back.
You can try it now that I'm out of warp.
Quantum drive deactivated.
I just had to go around that rock field. That was hard. I literally had to jump towards the ADR past. Now I'm back on course.
So it doesn't look like he's inside the station. He's hovering out on the platform. So if I cause this guy's demise by running over him, does that count?
Where are those pictures going you're posting, Deadpool?
Contact.
This channel. General.
Contact.
I hope.
I've got 3 pictures from 906 today. And I know you just posted one. There are pictures of you on the cockpit arena.
Yep.
Oh, they're there.
Warden. I don't any bounty for Yondo here?
Weapons active.
You ready, Deadpool?
Okay.
Damn it, I'm on the rear turret. I guess that might be the best one to be on.
There's one for YEEO, YEO.
Yeah, grab it and share it real quick.
Grab and share.
I'm about to cash it in.
You guys get the share?
Not yet.
Got Spooky's bounty shirt.
Let me share one more time, see if you get it.
What?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take him out for you. You ready?
Well, if you don't have the share, it'll just be a loss of money, I think. But
Well,
yeah, take them out. Got a bounty.
Oh,
He's watching.
Yep.
Fort shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Port shield under attack. Weapons active. Shields at
And
full
he's dead.
strength. Under attack. Shields at full strength.
Guns or missiles?
Guns. He used missiles. I used guns. He used guns and missiles, and it didn't do any good. Shields held up just fine.
Nice. Is he flying a Warden, you said?
Yep, he was flying a Warden. Yeah, Spooky still hasn't come out of the armistice zone.
It shows Yeo's bounty's still there.
Oh, because we killed him, we didn't have it shared. That's why.
Did you guys... I should have had a failed mission.
Well, no, he's still on the server, and his bounty didn't get to... Oh, and there's the bounty. God damn it. That's lame. Now I see the bounty. So Spooky, he's out here on the platform.
He's been floating there for a while.
Yeah.
You can try and drop the hanger, scoop him up, I'll kill him.
Alright. You want to let him get on board?
Okay, he might be AFK.
He was moving when I came by earlier. So let's see if he's still moving.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still moving. I could open the hangar and let him in.
Yeah, open it.
Door's open, buddy. Come get it.
Let me know which one he's going to.
You can't get in through the circular one.
The mouse trap has been set.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Nah.
Think you can scoop him up and give him an option? He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going up. Here's your chance. He's up. Up and away.
How do I scoop him up?
Go up. You leave the door open. I think get him between it and then strafe down while closing once he's in the hangar.
How do I do that and see where I'm going at the same time? Shit, where is he?
He's above you, directly above.
Oh, that warden dude is back.
Check
He's trying to
file.
ram you.
He's pissed that he got killed.
That's a different guy.
Oh yeah? His name is Bean Lee 95.
Have you touched down yet at Port Alsar?
No,
So
I haven't. I
get
probably
locked
should.
here.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, let's go in for landing.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, stationary right now. Take it.
Damn
Landing
it.
complete.
He's landing.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Was it a successful landing?
Yep. Somebody just took off with a saber, and boy, his
Nope.
shields. Oh, are you getting out? sorry.
No worries, I made it.
Please
I just
Let me get off the platform. There you go.
did a little dryer action.
Raised.
The lift was going down as you were lifting off, and my guy did like a somersault.
Sorry, man.
That's all good. Just gotta get out of his ship.
I think this Saber wants to do battle.
Spook looks like he's heading towards the Saber. I'm gonna try my old last minute on. Yep, he's opening the rear. Going for the last minute on. Don't close it, don't close it, don't close it. Damn it, they closed it. On the landing gear.
He's looking at Alpha for some reason and ignoring me.
What's this guy's name?
Luke Beaker 7 is in the Saber. And I think you're over by Yindu, maybe?
Wow. Damn it, almost. I was on his landing gear and I was going up with him. If he had pulled his landing gear in, I would have been inside. Spook is on Luke's ship.
Alpha, I'm gonna head out there with you so we can cover each other.
Try out my Strife Defender.
You put Strife mass drivers on it? Wow.
Quad, gimbal. Tasty. It should help me punch through bigger shields.
Spook failed.
I left the mission, you left the map.
He probably let his buddy kill him. Took him outside the armistice zone and cleared it. That's why he got on the Warden.
Should have chased the warden out then.
Now the Saber is the only thing we got left, and he's also hiding inside the armistice.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can play it now. I'm gonna head towards the...
Okay. Yeah, we're both sitting out here. He might grow a ball sack at some point and think, oh, these guys are slow and lethargic, I should be able to take them out.
Where are we going?
We're trying to bait these guys to come out, but
I was aiming at Tamar and my ship just flipped to 360.
yeah, I saw that.
That's right. I'm jumping. Kaboom's did the same shit the other day, or just a little while ago.
Mhm.
Where are you jumping to?
I jumped to damn mark.
Really?
See what happens when I jump to Daymar here.
My ship.
Warping at slow speed.
Quantum drive
Nope.
activated.
It aimed down. I'm leaving the gnome.
I just
Galaxy.
saw something red warp in your direction, Alpha.
Gas that Saber probably. jump to Subin if you want to try to get.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Alright.
There's a red prospector here.
Quantum drive activated.
I can't open my star map. Where am I going? My
Damar.
star map's not working where I am.
Can you aim for
I'm
one
still
of
in
us?
quantum at full speed. I went underneath and below Selin after flipping a 360. And I left
Quantum drive
Crusader
deactivated.
space a while ago. I'm gonna get out my pilot seat and see what happens.
I see multiple ships in the vicinity.
5 million away. Maybe I'm being summoned by Chris Roberts.
We can jump over your way, I suppose.
Did you literally leave the plane in the system?
Did he just find the new unlimited jump?
I'm on my way out of the system.
He's going north and south,
Oh shit, he is.
away from the plane.
I'm gonna see if I can catch up with him.
I'm just gonna let it fly. See what happens when I break the
Break the game.
asteroid belt in the outer ring.
Quantum drive.
I'm jumping to you, see what happens.
Yeah, I'm moving straight out of the system.
Yep, comlink lost.
Oh, I think we found a way to blind jump.
How did it happen though?
He spooled to Damar.
Yeah, you're
Oh
basically
my god.
I'm looking. You're moving in the exact opposite direction of Delamar. If I plot a course with a line, it goes all the way to Delamar perfectly.
I'm about to break the outer ring.
Well, on the map, you're not to the asteroid belt yet. Oh,
No,
yeah.
the outer Lagrange ring.
Set route on Mr. Deadpool.
Space. The final frontier.
Yeah, he's booking too.
I've got light fire on this thing. Or foxfire.
That'll do it.
Alright, I effectively passed the furthest most point that you can jump to effectively.
Yep. Now, if you can do that going towards Microtech, that would be something.
The chances of you finding it though.
Yeah, it was cool. When I left, jumped from Damar towards you guys, as I was passing by Port Olisar and Crusader, it was slow motion space jump.
Huh.
And then after I cleared Stanton, the planet, then I started speeding back up to normal speeds.
I just dropped
Maybe
that.
we'll end up at, let me see,
Quantum drive deactivated.
the actual star map. I wouldn't be surprised if the other systems are actually in.
What if I do find a wormhole? It doesn't show you moving very quickly now, but it says you're 10 million kilometers away from me. So I'm gonna can jump for you again.
But you're catching up.
I'm trying to. I wonder if you should stop when you get to the asteroid belt. Or just keep
Well,
on going.
one of you guys can stop there, because you
Yeah.
can always jump into me.
Yeah.
So
Is
I'm
there
actually
something
heading
in the asteroid
directly. I'm heading directly to the Stanton Terra jump point. That is the exact
Yes.
destination I'm heading
It's out.
to.
It's out this way somewhere.
I'm looking at it on the star map.
But it's not on the plane, is it?
No,
Yeah. It should.
it's
I thought it was above or below both
Re-
it's
wormholes.
below. It's below the plane. But I was aiming down and out. Like I cleared well under Cellen when I was exiting the system at a downward angle. Like it's taking me to the jump point.
Maybe we've done luck into something. That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe when you
You
get to the outer rim, you'll warp to the next system over.
My ship just auto dropped out.
Right before the asteroid belt.
Well, it's still further than any of us have gotten since they've come out with this patch.
Oh yeah, since it took Microtech over.
I'll probably drop out of warp before I get to them.
Oh, this is where it dropped me out automatically, so I wonder if I just keep heading forward if I'll hit a barrier.
Scan.
I am.
Okay.
I still have 100% quantum fuel. That jump used no quantum fuel.
Mine's using quantum fuel, and I'm jumping after you.
Well, I think it's because I got thrown.
Quantum drive deactivated.
I don't have you as a marker.
Yeah. There we go. Now I can.
Kaboom's 3 million behind you.
Quantum drive activated.
I'm replotting. We are out in the outer rim, gentlemen.
That's the closest picture you'll ever see of that nebula.
That's cool. We're gonna be able to go there at some point.
Can't wait for blind jumping this whole damn system to be real. Blind jump for an hour north or south of the plane.
What I'd like to see is blind jumping in a ship like a Carrack or an Endeavor, and then being able to do ping sweeps while you're in quantum.
Yeah, looking for things.
Alright, I've reached
Because
you.
if
Quantum drive
they're going to physicalize
deactivated.
the jump points into where they do gates and things like that. I think the gates are more to monitor the traffic in and out of systems, wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
Because they existed before we had a gate there. That's how they found it. So, but if they're physicalized, you should be able to be looked at, let's say, fly in deep space away from the system and can be able to scan for things like that.
We run into the sandbox that the devs are using. Just random stuff placed out here. still moving away from you?
Mm-hmm.
Coming out on Kaboom.
He's still 100 some odd clicks away.
Oh wow, we got a pretty view out here.
Mm-hmm.
Quantum drive activated.
So I wonder how they're going to remedy the fact that this
Quantum
ultimately
drive
is a
deactivated.
skybox at some point. How are they going to make that wrap the whole vert? I can see the stars moving.
Curious as to how that'll work. That YOLO dude is heading over to Hurston. We totally don't care.
I'll turn the in-game music on just in case there's music cues.
Well, I'm scanning with my exploring ship here.
What if we run into the Vandal?
Then I'm gonna whoop their ass. I'm got about the best I can put on this ship.
Whoop their asses with a camera first.
Yeah.
I'm ejecting. I'm ejecting. First thing I do is eject and
I'm
board that
stealing that,
motherfucker and get one of those lances.
Do you think they'll sell us limited edition little Vandal players?
Limited edition what?
Do you think they'll, when they introduce the Vandal cap ships, think they're going to sell them on the store as limited edition?
No, I don't think
I
so.
think they.
Like they did the rest of the Vandal ships. They said they were.
I think they might do the Hunter, which is the Hammerhead equivalent. It's just too many opportunities for people to be able to do videos. Like to be able to stage like a hunter ship with a bunch of glaives and like a bunch of other players.
Give us that.
Oh, wow.
Let's say they sell those ship, the Hammerhead, Vandal equivalent to a Hammerhead. You know the content, movies, wise we could make if they
Oh, yeah.
put people in some hellish bounty hunting armor.
A Predator helmet would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Have your Predator looking people versus regular UE Marine.
You want to see something cool? Alpha, spin your camera around. Use your ship to block out the sun and look back at the stars.
Wow.
Wow. We are in deep space.
Not quite, we haven't even reached it.
Well, deeper than anybody else has been.
Yeah, since they've had microtech anyway. This is fucking epic, dude.
Documentation. I've been recording since we started the whole bounty hunt thing. disappears in the black of space minus a few lights. Yeah. starting to get way out there.
Coolest experiment accident thing we've had happen in a while. Huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is cool.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
You guys should pull up next to me. Let me kill you both. So I get a bounty on my head. No, you just confuse the shit out of
Oh,
people.
yeah. Yeah,
I'm
no,
almost interested in doing that.
yeah, just to see what people would say.
I want to see who makes the jump out here, to be honest.
You can't jump to a bounty.
No, there'd be no way to reach him.
Oh my god.
But the first thing they're gonna say is, how the hell did he get out there? Oh, he must have went link and the servers just putting him out there. It's like, you just type in chat, nope, just out here admiring the stars.
Just tell everybody you blind jumped out.
Yeah,
He did, technically.
he did.
Can't repeat it again, but he did.
I'm curious as why it did that because I was aimed at Daymar.
I-
Were you were jumping Daymar or Delamar?
I had the same thing happen to me when we all jumped to Dalamar. Remember, Alpha, back when I tried to jump back to you at Hurston?
Yeah.
I think I know how to repeat this.
I'm wondering if I accidentally had a different marker selected near Daymar.
I was spooled up facing yellow, which is what you flew by on the way out,
Yeah,
and selling.
And
That's
then you
when I was facing that way when I spooled up.
and that's
as
what.
I turned around for Daymar when I hit go, that's the direction you went, apparently.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can aim our throw basically.
Yeah, Alpha was inside the atmosphere, and I think that's why it broke the program for that.
I was at PO when he jumped.
Yeah, it was up yo.
No, I meant when I jumped to you. That's when it
Oh.
originally broke it for our group. Because
Gotcha.
remember, Vraden had the same problem. When
Mhm.
we all took off, he had trouble jumping. He kept doing the same thing to him.
Yeah.
It broke the group. It's the group dynamic that allowed us to break that. I was jumping to your group icon inside the atmosphere from outside the orbit of the planet. That's when it broke. It doesn't know how to handle that.
I'm kind of like, I'm committed to this now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk away from this until it crashes.
Hey, we're all here, man. Let's do it.
Yeah. I don't know how.
I'm coasting.
Oh, you know what? Well, I'm not worried about the hydrogen fuel. I have unlimited hydrogen fuel in this thing. I'm worried about how much quantum fuel it would cost. All right, right now I have twice the fuel needed to reach. Over twice the fuel needed to reach. Oh well, no, yeah, about twice the fuel needed to reach CRUL4, and we can refuel there. So right now, we can still get back. I don't know how much fuel Alpha has.
You know what we should do is after you guys figure out which direction you're on the 7, I should go back and get my 8-9.
Oh yeah,
Jump to new location.
and jump out here. That thing, yeah.
25,000 quantum fuel.
Not to
I'm
mention
curious why
how
it dropped me out.
you dropped out just as you reached the outer rim. So my guess is it's a limiter that they put that in just to drop you out.
I think that's the ring that Microtech was
Skybox
on.
limiter, yeah.
The
Yeah.
last ring, the hidden ring that they took away.
Could be. That would explain a lot.
Because that would be the final jump ring point, basically.
Yeah, Microtech was just on the outside edge of that belt of Astro.
Yeah, 600 eyes don't run out of hydrogen fuel. They have really efficient engines. They suck it right back out of the atmosphere, out of the space. I'm almost at 100% hydrogen fuel. I'm gaining it as I'm following you.
Same.
Wow, that's crazy to look back at the solar system and see the sun surrounded by such a dense field of stars. And we are leaving the system. If you target Stanton, the star, we are moving away from it at about 1 kilometer a second.
I wonder if we'll get like a message.
You are about to be struck down.
What's the fastest ship?
Fastest ship in the game is still the Gemini. Gemini
No,
and the
fastest moving.
The
Herald.
Probably still the Herald by just a little bit.
You could, if you guys dropped out, grab the 890, slap a Herald on it, and we can send that off moving forward at a much faster rate. Because I'm locked at 1200. What does the Herald do?
1375.
Just slightly yaw to the left or right. It'll start accelerating past your limits. Or did they fix that?
Supposedly it was fixed, but I know it still works.
You're so far out, Deadpool, that Hurston and ArcCorp are the same distance away.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, Crusader's now a considerable distance away.
I'm gonna set course for... Wait. Hurston or ArcCorp? Make sure you get plenty of pictures for me.
So
This is cool.
I'm now. I cut the engines just as I went cockeyed, and it brought me to 1291.
Yeah, you can beat your top speed by that yaw trick. First.
I don't know how much faster I could get without breaking trajectory.
Oh,
So I want to make sure I'm heading in the outermost.
Oh, yeah, true. Alright, fellas, I'll be back. You don't know where without me.
It looks like we've definitely gotten closer.
Quantum
We're
drive
almost
activated.
47 million kilometers.
Quantum drive
Wow.
deactivated.
Trucking.
Yeah, we are definitely booking right out of the system.
Yeah.
Get way out there past the asteroid belt, find emails from CRG talking about, we need you to sign this. Join.
Hashtag no?
Like Hookin did.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab some food real quick.
This is cool.
I could probably grow a cow and make a hamburger by the time
You going to ArcCorp?
yeah.
Alright.
It was slightly closer than hers.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't spawn an 890 at Hurston, right? Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
can. Yeah, you can.
But on my way back, if something weird happens, push me in a different direction. Base. take a minute to get back.
If any ship can get back fast, though, it's 890. You got enough fuel to make it to Arcor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have started out with a lot more fuel than me.
Remember, I went from Hurston to Delamar and swapped out the different 600s for the weapons trial. So I started with more fuel, considerably more fuel than you did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I jumped from Hurston to Delamar, from Delamar to...
Yeah, I went from Hurston to Delamar and swapped out to different 600s.
Yeah, and I don't have a very efficient engine. Comparatively, for quantuming.
Well, if we find a Jaeger for sale in the Verse somewhere, I definitely recommend picking it up.
Yeah, if you see it, let me know. But I checked. I don't think you can get it except for pulling it off a ship.
Yeah, that's $300. No one wants to have to spend for drive. And we're getting pissy about just traveling in one solar system. Wait till we have several to go through.
I'm looking forward to it. Everybody else has a fucking problem with it. I don't. It's part of the game. It's...
I know, right? Here, let's have this awesome exploration / crazy combat space simulator thing going on.
Yeah, we'll just teleport everywhere.
And then, here you go. Here's your travel game. But I don't want to travel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait for everything to be finished out too. So while we're in quantum trying to reach the place, and then the engine goes bad, and if I'm on the ship, I'm running around trying to run in quantum, you know?
Yeah.
Vice versa, if you guys are running in my... That's what I look forward to, that really dynamic. Really feel like you're on the ship going through what's going through.
Yeah, and traveling in deep space with a capital ship like you have, that's what everybody wants.
Oh God, what's this cool new place? I don't know, launch the little thing. Let the guys go find out, you know?
So
I
what do
want
you...
to put the Titan in my 890, and I want a Gray Cat in the back of the Titan for landing on a planet and exploring a little faster than walking. Or do you think that's a dumb idea?
Hello?
Hello?
Sorry, I needed a quick 8K. What did you say? I was unavoidably detained. Oop. Sorry, I was unavoidably detained.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
My scans aren't even picking up your ship, which is kind of weird. Kind of like scans aren't working out this far.
How fast am I pulling away from you?
At about point, let's see, 1.5. Yeah, about 0.1 every second. You're
Okay.
pulling away pretty quick.
What's your top speed?
955.
I don't think I'm doing my top speed then. My speedometer's lying.
Yeah, at this far. Maybe they're trying to keep us from leaving. How much you want to bet we'll crash the server doing this? Oh, we got 30K out here. I'm sure the devs are looking at this thing going, looking at the map going, what, how the hell? These guys get out of here.
I'm interested to see how long it takes to get back with the 890. Because you guys are still traveling, right?
Yep.
Yeah, please do. Keep moving.
Oh, you went to go get the 890?
Yes.
Yeah, you went to go pick it up.
I don't know why. These ships would have been fine. Oh, but on the way of getting there, we're running out of coins. Makes it harder to get back. And that won't be a problem than 890.
Finding deposits suitable for use, mining tool. Oh, mining tool. I just put a mining tool.
I want a black and gold 609. Actually, I want a black and gold 8.
What is Yondu saying? Yeehoo or whatever his stupid name is. I got all my stuff in front of the screen here. Is he whining that nobody's coming after him?
He's playing stupid. Like, how do I use? I get rid of. I'm at the security post, but he doesn't know how to lose his crime.
Yeah, he flew all the way over to Hurston and doesn't know how to lose his crime stat. Come on.
Yeah, just a trolling beat.
No, he flew all the way over to Hurston to pull any bounty hunters that he had on him over there and then trolled them by dying and going back. Yeah, come blow me up. I'm inside the armistice zone. Come blow me up. I'm at Korea. Yeah, I bet you are. Let's see. No, don't really care.
We shall dub the Alpha Wolf slingshot maneuver.
Well, he isn't selling.
Should put out a transport beacon for 30K.
that because then they can't jump to you.
Oh, that's true.
Or I could do it. Wait until he's mid-jump, then cancel it.
Quantum drive activated.
He'll get dropped out.
Does it drop him out?
Quantum drive.
He'll drop him out at my
deactivated.
last known location. Whew, that was good. Some stuffed bell peppers.
Doesn't sound too bad, honestly.
I'm almost curious to stop and turn around and see about quantuming back.
Your ship probably ain't gonna have the fuel for it, right?
I'm just wondering if it's gonna say I can jump, or if it'll say obstructed, or not even give me jump markers.
Huh. I can find out. Let's see. Hang on. Let me decouple. I can decouple and turn around. Well, no, it's spooling up. I can jump to a few. Some of them are saying insufficient fuel, but I can now see the entire solar system in front of me of dots in one screen.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, just about one screen.
You can always do this for an hour or so, then log out on the ship.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it won't.
Let you come back to it.
Yeah, it won't let you come back to it, I would think. To boldly go where no one has gone before. Stanton's getting small in that rear view mirror. No. Somebody blew him up. He's full of crap. He just said he blew up and now he's back at Port Alisar, right? Yeah, he's trolling people.
He's dogfighting people with a crime stat, telling them that they can clear it by killing them.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just trolling people.
Yeah, I said that in chat even.
Yeah.
People are still going out there like,
Because they're fucking stupid.
just give me my battle cruiser so I can be like Captain Harlan.
Quantum
20,
Quantum drive deactivated.
20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. We have traveled 100,000 kilometers.
At normal speed.
But when you consider that Daymar is only 60,000 kilometers from Port Olisar, that's not bad. That's like what, 14-minute jump then?
Hmm.
Another thing I've noticed out here this far, no pirate interdictions, no pirate spawns, nothing.
It's because it's the Vandal waiting for their opportunity to strike.
Now that would be cool if they left something out there for in-game lore for what's coming up with CitizenCon for us to find.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be some epic PR skills right there. But we are talking about CIG, so.
That didn't sound good.
That did not sound good.
Unplug the headset.
Hmm.
Okay, a sec.
Hmm. Now the other question is, will we get ready to give up basically if we try and attempt another slingshot maneuver out here?
Why, you gonna try and jump to Alpha while he's on the surface of a planet from out here?
Well, it's not what happened when it just happened to me. We were just
We were both.
looking. He looked
We
at
were both
Yella.
at Yella.
Well, I was looking at Daymar and spooling up while he was looking at Yella.
Ah,
And then he looked at Daymar
Well, it
and
was
initiated.
well, it was still spooling. I turned around and locked onto Daymar and jumped.
And so it spun me 360 and sent me the other direction.
Because we were quantum linked.
So technically, being that the system's behind us,
so how
it
come
should
you?
spin me 360 again.
So how come you didn't collide with Yella?
I went underneath it.
Yeah, he literally shot him down.
Interesting. It still looks like we're along the plane of the system, though, which is interesting.
It does. It looks like that on the hollow map, but if you line your ship up with some things and the star, it looks different.
Mm-hmm. Somebody finally got him.
Once Alpha gets out here, we could try the slingshot maneuver and he stays. And we always have the ability to jump back. Did you hear me?
Pardon?
I said once Alpha gets here,
Mm-hmm.
we can, me and you try the slingshot maneuver while he continues heading course. And if it fails, then we can just stop and turn back, come jump to him.
Which ship are you gonna try it with?
The ones we have out here.
Mm.
Like, do the slingshot maneuver out here.
Well, I thought you said something about a Herald.
Oh, no, he's just bringing the 890, isn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, it'd take me a while to load it up.
Something tells me, though, there's a ring around the outer part of the system that prevents this unlimited jump thing. Ever since they had that bug way back when you could jump out of the system.
But we're past it now, so.
Yeah.
Are you guys actually past the box?
No, it still shows the same visual distance on the star map from the rock.
Do you think
But
maybe your quantum drive overheated, even though it didn't give you an alarm?
no. Maybe, I don't know,
Because
actually.
you jumped for quite a ways. It's not as far as ArcCorp, though. I wouldn't think that your ship would burn up on that jump. Because I know you can make it from there to ArcCorp without overheating. I've done it myself.
Takes 10% of my.
Yeah. The jump points that I can reach are starting to become thin.
And it's taking me to orbital marker 2 jump, which coincides with that beneath. You guys are now almost 40. Pretty sweet.
Question is, how long will it take you to fly out here? How's your hydrogen fuel going, Deadpool? Oh, that's right, you're coasting. Never mind. Oh yeah, you're hauling ass. I see ya. Now, will you drop out of warp when you hit that ring? Wow, that thing's fast. Yeah, that thing really covers terrain, distance quick.
Trucking along pretty good. Getting close.
Yep.
About to cross that line. Successfully crossed the line without calling out.
So you're saying there's a chance with the quantum slingshot?
Yeah,
He's
Quantum
looking at
drive
him go.
activated.
I'm thinking, yeah,
Dunk.
I'm thinking you fell out of warp because
Quantum
it's,
drive
it overheated.
deactivated.
Well, once Alpha gets here, let's attempt a slingshot maneuver, and I'll make sure if I get flung to lower the power consumption on my drive.
I wonder if this is going to work, considering before we had two places to jump on either end of it. And now most points of reference for jumping are in the same general direction.
True, but it did
Or do you
spin me
think
a
it'll spin
360.
anyway?
It might spin me anyways. If it doesn't, then we just drop out and come back. The other thing I was thinking, if we want to try and reattempt this, the best place to do it would be Arc L5. Warp to Arc L5. Drop out just before you get there. And then have the initiator spool up and target Arc L5 while the slingshot person is spooling on Crusader L4. And the initiator flips around and spools up on Crusader L4. And if it's actually throwing you towards the direction of the object, then it should 360 you towards Arc L5 and go past it.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, this still.
It's kind of it's kind of random who this is gonna happen to.
Well, it was the initiator who it doesn't happen to, because it flung me in the direction that he originally spooled.
Yeah.
He recalibrated, but in its mind, I didn't recalibrate, and so it flung me.
See, Deadpool was already calibrated, ready to go. At least it looked like it on my screen, and when I pressed the button, I get sent them. I have a ship blocking the side, and it looks like the Star Destroyer silhouette, blotting out the stars in the background. Damn, that Starfield though.
Mm-hmm.
So much better than the old one. It's interesting though, looking out the way we're going, how expanded the stars are, and then looking behind you, how condensed they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. Feels working. What if they're really there and it's all done already, Deadpool?
Well, if that was the case, it's going to take us about 4 years before we even get to anything tangible at this speed. Alright, I'm going to kill my engines. Coming to a halt. And make sure you come to a halt before you jump to me, too.
I'm at a dead stop with the engine. Or should I keep traveling and go engines off and try to...
I'd make sure you were going in the direction that we were traveling so we never lose that point of reference.
Have you guys changed that road point of reference yet?
I'm still following him in that point of reference. So maybe I should be the anchor.
Quantum drive activated.
Just stay where you're at like you fly.
We're both at 11.
Quantum drive deactivated.
11. 10 kilometers. Oh, I'm gonna pass it.
Yeah, as long as you head to our position currently, you're good.
So I'm just gonna get wound up to feed, head directly to the mark above me,
Alert.
slightly off to the right of it.
Just go straight to us. Because you're not going to get to us in the time.
You
Because
jump
you're what,
out.
100K?
530 kilometers, that's how fast you get.
Yeah.
600.
I'm still facing the direction you were originally slingshotted in.
Did you jump to me?
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just off to the side of you.
You're 40 clicks away.
40?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's possible.
Hey,
No.
we
I just-
found a place where space and time doesn't tie together anymore.
Yeah, I just passed you while you were slowing down. I was slowing down too. Weird. Yeah, I'm not 40 clicks away from you. I'm 2,800 meters. Meters. Hit F5. Or hit 5, I'm sorry. You'll target me. Oh, that's weird. That's a desync thing.
Can you see me if you're that close?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right off my, well, you're right off my right-hand side.
Am I moving or am I stationary?
I came out of quantum right on top of you guys.
Let me back up. Hang on. You're moving according... If I'm watching the radar emblem, you're moving. You're spinning in place.
Alert. Engines
Can you see me
overheating.
physically?
I'm backing up so I can see you. There you go. I can see you now. Slow down. I'm getting closer to you. Meters, 700, 6. It's dark out here, so I can get pretty close. But I see your ship. So you don't see me.
You just disappeared from being next to Alpha Wolf.
I am like
40 clicks away.
I could EVA over to your ship. That's how close we are.
We found the quantum triangle in space.
You are right in front of me now.
There's nothing in front of me.
Yeah, he's decent.
I lost your marker too.
That's why my scanners haven't been working on you. Here, I'll use my scanner. There you go.
Do it again?
Whoa, whoa, don't come any closer. You're only 100 meters away from me.
Oh, when I used the map to scroll in on your location, for a second there it shows you guys past the asteroid belt, but underneath it.
Where are you going?
Do it again.
Now you're moving away from me. You're 280.
You don't have to. Just keep doing it. It's short pings.
What would happen if I shot you?
I don't know. Give it a try.
Check fire.
It says it hits you.
No, I'm not registering anything.
You are there.
He's
Not.
gonna randomly die now.
No, I'm not shooting it. I just tapped him. But
I have Kaboom's marker at 40 clicks away,
yeah,
and I'm jumping to him.
40 clicks. Well, he's
You know what? I'm gonna
Alpha
get out of my
was-
seat.
yeah, Alpha was behind us. I don't know if he's jumping to us. I haven't looked at my map. So on my screen, Alpha is still 40 some odd clicks away.
Alpha is 400 kilometers
yeah,
away. from me.
400, yeah.
I have 400 as well. I think Kaboom might be on us.
Yeah.
I see you all moving just fine. And I see Deadpool now moving around in his ship.
Yeah, but you're desynced, so me and Alpha are seeing the same thing. But you're seeing differently. What happens if I get in the co-pilot chair? Get out of your chair and get back in it.
Okay.
So that usually fixes the desync.
Figure out how to fix it. Oh.
Server's angry with us.
I imagine so.
I tried to find you guys on the map, the star map. I scrolled in and out of your location. It took me out past the asteroid belt for a second, and then it snapped back and put you guys inside the asteroid belt.
I wonder if it's put us in like an infinity loop where we just continue to gain distance, but we're not actually moving.
Mm-hmm. I think you're probably right.
You have reached the end of the skybox. Here's fake numbers for you now.
That's how they solve that problem.
Jump to us, Alpha.
Horrible things about to happen.
Yeah, I can scan your ship. You're not in your seat. You're still roaming around.
But I have you both at the same spot.
You just appeared.
Trying to slow down, but it's moving.
Yeah, I see Alpha just fine. He came out of quantum perfectly. I can see him. So it must be
Quite the vapor.
Kaboom that's desynced.
Yeah, quite the vapor trail.
Stay pointing in that direction so you don't lose your
Yep,
lines.
I'm still pointed.
I'm talking about Alpha
Oh.
because you're desynced.
Just trying
Mr.
to get to the
Desync.
stop.
Well, I was following you. And
I
I
wonder
see
if-
exactly what you're doing.
I wonder if you log out in your bed and log back in.
Nah, it'll kick me from here. But we can try.
As long as somebody's here to jump back to, shouldn't matter. We're so far out, the sun's almost directly. It's just off, looking backwards, it's off to my.
You know, what's weird is I can hear his ship, but I can't see him. And you didn't see him when you came out of warp, Alpha?
I saw both of you when I came out of work, side by side.
Maybe we are on the Twilight Zone.
I'm pretty sure I'm not desync though.
Alright, let me jump away.
I see
I'm gonna jump
Alpha.
away and jump back. Because he sees you and you see him.
Yeah.
I see
But I
everybody.
can't see.
I
Yeah,
have both
so
your
I'm gonna jump
markers.
away.
Target both your ships. 600i and the Defender. I can target both of you. 600i is 2,800 meters from me. The Defender is 2,692 meters.
Alright, I can log out real quick.
I would just stay in, because I don't think it's you. It might be me.
I'm gonna go ahead and spool up just in case. So do you want me to keep traveling this direction?
Yeah, you can. Alright, I've quantumed away. I mean, technically speaking, we could use each other as markers, the slingshot.
Mm-hmm.
I have you both. So that was me that was desynced. I wonder if it's because you guys were constantly jumping, but I've been just non-stop driving.
You've been doing stuff in your cockpit though, like checking your mobiGlas, stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. But jumping in and out is what resets you. It updates your location.
I've done the least amount of jumping between everybody.
I heard you drive by. It's only a little moped. There it is.
Yeah, I'm almost up to maximum speed. I'm gonna... Can I get up out of the seat after I kill the engines? And go decouple mode?
I'd just kill the engines. You don't even have to decouple.
It should be down.
Shit, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with either one of you.
I'm only going 900. You go faster than I can go on. We're at max speed, don't you? 960 or something?
I thought the 890 did 1,000.
No, 900. You can make it do more. But I'm gonna go get some epic goddamn words. Footage out of the captain's door windows. The captain window, the captain quarters.
Rokadoke.
While I'm flying away from known space into the unknown void. Maybe I'll put in a macro that... Well, move my
Quantum
character every
drive
couple minutes.
activated.
So
Quantum drive
like every,
deactivated.
Are you flying
3 or 4 minutes,
backwards?
press... Do what?
Are you flying backwards or forwards?
Forward.
Oh, okay. I was just seeing you from afar. It looked like the ship was backwards.
I hear your moped coming by. With its green racing stripes.
What was your speed?
900. When I killed the engine and got out of the chair, I don't know if I'm accelerating or decelerating.
Are you in the captain's quarters?
Yeah, looking at the back, watching you. Boom is catching up slowly, and you're playing around, it looks like.
I'm just trying to match your speed. Oh, hello, desync.
Yeah, it looked like you ran into the back of the ship on the side for a minute there. Boom's within 10K now.
Was it 900 flat?
Yeah, it says 900 even on my HUD. Got out of the chair.
There we go, 900 even. Somehow I'm still edging forward.
I might have lost speed blocking it and shutting the engines off, who knows? Looks like you're catching up to me and then falling back to it. And Kaboom is on a slow and steady catch up.
Yeah, I'm trying not to come up too fast. Almost match your speed. Wow, your speed is fluctuating.
Mine is?
Yeah, well, I'm at
You
90.
kinda
I'm at
bobbing.
90. Yeah, I'm at 901, and your distance is up, down, up, down, up.
Yeah, that's just not my speed. That's the
It's
server not knowing how to keep
Yeah,
us together.
it's the server.
Too bad formation flight isn't in yet.
God, I hope I don't run into any bounty hunters out here. We should be getting really close to that asteroid. Unless Deadpool's right. And we've been thrown
Wow.
underneath it significantly.
You just dropped behind me massively. Yeah, you're dropping behind me massively in distance. It's like you're coming to a stop.
No, actually, I was speeding up. I was at almost 1,000 meters.
Nah, I'm at 840 and I'm pulling away from you.
I understand that. I'm showing you.
Hey, Kaboom, you want to come to a stop and try a slingshot now that we have each other? That's cool. I see both your contrails coming up.
So how are we doing this?
Alright, so come to a stop all the way.
I'm starting to feel like I'm actually flying through the star map they have on the left.
Alright, so what you're gonna do, since we have a marker that is going the direction that we want, which is Alpha, wait for him to get a little bit further away. I'm gonna spool up on, let's see, what can I see? Everything. I'm gonna spool up for HURL 4. But I'm gonna let you initiate on Alpha.
So I target Alpha.
Well, I guess you can't do that because you have to have him set to a beacon, don't you?
I can target him.
Okay.
I gotta pick his icon out from both of us. Here, hang on. He should be the one leading. There we go. I got him.
Well, I'm saying you won't be able to turn around and get another lock on another thing because it wipes out all the other markers when you select one.
See, I didn't even lock on to day one. I just started this quantum spool while I was looking at one
Right.
planet.
So I
Turned to
can.
another.
Yeah, and I got. So I'm just spooling on Alpha, right?
Okay. Now turn back around and face HURL 4 and spool up.
I thought we had to be targeting different things.
You did. You don't unspool from Alpha.
Oh, I see. So I'm gonna be jumping to a red thing?
You're jumping to HURL 4, right?
Yeah, it says I don't have enough fuel to get there though.
Just go ahead and initiate.
Okay. It says I'm the slave, but I'll try. No, nothing happens. Oh, no.
Quantum drive.
I don't know where I'm
activated.
going. It's sending me somewhere else across
Are
the
you going
system.
towards HURL 4?
No, I'm shooting past it to the right by a lot. And wherever I'm going, it says I have insufficient fuel. So I'm going to drop out.
But you're heading in an unknown destination, right?
It's sending me across the system, though. I'm not going to have enough fuel.
He's going back into the system, not outside the system.
Yeah, I'm not going out. I'm going in.
Alright, so let's try this again, but the opposite direction, where I'll target Alpha.
Yeah, we need to do... You need to target Alpha, and I need to do the same thing targeting him.
Okay.
Of course, I gotta get in and out of my seat now. Hang on. Like bugged.
You're gonna jump back to me. I'm sitting stationary. But it worked.
Engines active.
Because it didn't send you to HURL 4.
Alright,
Threw you in a weird direction.
so I need to target something close to me that I can actually jump to.
But you need to be next to me.
Oh, within jumping distance, yeah. Let me jump back to you then.
Yeah, because I triggered my jump and it sent him flying. He wasn't quite ready to jump and sent him flying in. Magic Skybox is lying.
Quantum drive activated.
Ah, shit. I think is it targeting Alpha or you? I'm running through you, I think. Yeah, I'm heading towards you. Or am I? Alright, I'm not heading towards
Engines
you.
inactive.
Killing my engines. Of course, by the time I come out of warp, I'll be at Alpha, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're almost there.
That's stupid.
Engines
I killed my
active.
engines like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of kilometers ago.
Quantum drive
The longer you're in
deactivated.
chat and quantum, the longer it takes to drop out of quantum.
Alright, Deadpool, you want to jump to me? And we'll try this again, or...
Yeah, hang tight.
So I can spool up on Crusader, and you can spool up on Alpha, and then I'll spin around. Funny, that thing sounds like a car.
Right.
I hit spooling.
Spooling.
Of course, I'm the master this time. Should I be the slave? Oh, wait, no, that doesn't. I had to spin around. And then it'll be slave.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
You're good to go.
Yep. It's sending me to some random location. It's spinning me back around towards Crusader. Nope. Yep, it's
Quantum drive.
Where is it sending you?
Engines
it's
inactive.
I don't know.
Quantum
It's
drive.
back
Your
towards
trajectory, trying to
yeah,
see.
back towards the sun. Let me see if I can figure out my trajectory here. Hurston, maybe? Wait a minute, let me check. It's
Engines active.
it's here. Let me clear my.
You still flying?
No,
Oh.
trying to figure out where I was headed. It looks like ArcCorp.
You're not gonna be able to figure out where you're heading unless you were moving.
No, I turned off the engines just before it jumped, and then I cleared my old path, spooled up, and it showed me ArcCorp in front of me. That's how you tell where you were gonna be. But I can tell you, I don't have enough fuel to get there. But you said that when you do make that slingshot, that it
I
doesn't
still have
use fuel.
2,500 quantum fuel.
Yeah.
If you want to let me be the one that initiates,
Yeah. So
I'll jump to you.
Yeah, it keeps wanting to send me back into the system.
So if we do this by the arc L5 and her L4, whatever, then it'll be more likely to send us outside the system. So I need to be the one to initiate this time.
I think so. Alright, so what should I target? Alpha?
But don't spool.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to target arc L5.
Okay.
Spool.
And I should spool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's giving me the master spool.
Good. And you're targeting
Alpha.
Alpha, right?
Yep.
And then you look back at arc L5.
Oh, I thought you were. Or you were going to turn
I'm
around and
looking at arc L5.
Okay, so...
Because we're just doing the exact opposite
Yeah.
rolls.
Ooh, overshot. Hang on.
Initiate.
I'm slave. It's not letting me. But it's not saying I don't have enough fuel this time.
Alright, so hold on. You initiate your spool on Alpha right now.
Alright. Spooling.
Are you having to clear your route when you look back?
Clear my route.
Are you doing anything other than turning around and looking?
I hit spool when I get over there, and it starts spooling up.
So you're unspooling.
Well, yeah, because it didn't work going the other way. So I turned around and respooled on Alpha.
Alright. I am spooled, but do you still have master or no?
I'm master.
Okay. Well, let's just see what happens. Let's go ahead and initiate.
Alright.
Quantum drive
Let me know when you need to
activated.
initiate.
Initiating.
It's not working.
Alright. Killing engines.
Engines inactive. Engines
I
active.
don't get what's not working.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Look at arc L5, but don't spool.
But still... Okay. So...
Yeah, come to me first.
Alright. So how far away are you? Oh yeah, you're close. Huh, I'm getting some kind of weird wobble out here. Too many damn dogs in this neighborhood. Jesus.
I'm gonna take a week real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna initiate the spool on Alpha. You're gonna be targeting Arc L5 after I initiate.
Okay.
Are you looking at Arc L5?
I thought you were gonna spool first before I looked at it.
Spool up so you can see it.
Alright.
And be pointing in the right direction first.
This is very peculiar, guys.
Hmm.
I'm flying straight away from this. Now it's like my ship is scraping around a barrier and it's starting to turn up. Like it's
We're in a giant bowl.
like, yeah, like I'm inside a clear glass ball. I'm like scraping, yes.
Should we head to him?
Yeah.
Alright.
You got him targeted.
Yep.
Hang on. Spooling. Hit it. I'm turning around now. Heading back into the system. Again. Screw it.
Engines inactive.
Are you still doing full speed?
No, I stopped.
Alpha?
Oh.
How far away from you guys?
Engines.
I'm only
active.
26 away from you.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
What the hell?
Quantum drive activated.
You still scraping?
Yeah, it's turning my ship up and up. I seem like I have forward flight, but
Quantum
You're
drive
moving forward at full speed?
yeah. Well, engines are off, so I don't know, but yeah. I'm moving 900.
Yeah, it does look like you're kind of climbing.
Yeah, I passed you, and it's not doing the same thing to me. Your ship's just probably was on a slow drift and then finally got over the
Could be.
vector point or whatever.
Quantum drive activated.
13,000 kilometers is what we've traveled.
Quantum drive
When I
deactivated.
first came out of quantum from you guys, I was 45 million from first. I'm now 46.5. Now I got a dead full out in front of me
Yeah, I passed you.
and kaboom behind me.
Yeah, I was jumping to you to see what you were encountering, if it would affect my ship.
It acts like it was like in decoupled mode and it was just tumble, but I wasn't going. farthest thing away from us right
Arc L4.
Yeah, I think Arc L4.
now. It won't give me a number on it.
62,707,000. You gotta scroll over, like move the star map. Sometimes if it's underneath something, it won't let you select it.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's true.
I am really surprised we haven't gotten a 30,000 error or some kind of kick.
Well, I mean, honestly, if they're monitoring the situation, they'll be like, well, let's just assess that off some obsidians. They'll never find it. Bye.
Quantum drive activated.
We must still be a long ways from those asteroids.
Quantum drive deactivated.
I think they've since moved it because there's an asteroid belt in between ArcCorp and Hurston now.
That's always been
Yeah, there's been inner rings.
there. You just gotta manually drop out of warp at the.
Yeah.
And this other outer ring is here too, but you had to have microtech to jump to it to find it.
Because I believe Microtech was beyond the ring, right?
Yes, microtech was outside that last asteroid ring.
It's weird, Deadpool's icon is wobbling.
I line up on you guys. Like, put my crosshairs right on your marker. And it looks like you guys are climbing a wall in front of you, like you're going up instead of away. I'll give it a screenshot right now. That's what I got now. You're right out in front. And here in a few minutes, I'll take your picture again. And you guys will be like almost at the top of my screen. Now you're drifting to the right of me now. You guys are flying in straight lines, right?
Mm-hmm. You're killing your engines. Oh, you're slowing down? Nope, no, you're speeding up. Nope, you're slowing down. Your speed is slowing, Deadpool. Is that purposely?
I'm doing 1200.
That's weird. It's jumping between... You're 74 kilometers away, and then it jumps up to 84, and then 86, and then back down again.
Just desync.
Something maybe like that? Or maybe there's some kind of barrier out there that's kind of creating a loop. A Mobius.
Should I set a beacon? See if someone jumps out here and then we ambush him and kill him.
That'd be funny. He's gonna jump all the way out here and go, what the hell? Yeah, go for a beacon for a pickup. Chances are half the ships, unless they're flying something like what I'm flying, are not even gonna be able to reach you. I'm lost in deep space. Now, do those beacons stay up for a while, even though they disappear off the screen?
Yeah, they stay in the mission giver.
Yeah, it's there. Wonder if anybody will grab it. Let's watch. It says you're 36... Now, wait a minute. It says you're 36 million from Port Alsar? If you look on your Moby glass, is that how far you are away? I thought you'd be more than that.
I'm technically 22 million away from Port Alsar.
Yeah. Distances are getting sketchy out here. Yeah, I don't think we're actually gaining any distance.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna take it.
Landing gear deployed.
It might not even be getting it over there.
I know there's a big shortage of missions all the way out here.
You noticed that, didn't you?
Quantum drive activated. Landing gear raised. Quantum drive deactivated.
It's weird. Your ship is like wandering off to the right, like it's stuck on something. Just past you.
Setting self-destruct.
think we're moving.
My ship, after blowing it up and going to the console, says it's stored at Port All-Star.
I don't think we're actually moving, even though we're seeing number changes. I've seen similar tech to this. If you try and fly to Crusader, you'll fly forever. You'll never reach Crusader.
Oh yeah, you will. You'll blow up
I've
Yeah?
done it.
close enough. Yeah, you will.
You get turbulence and then all of a sudden you explode.
I've never reached it. I've
It
spent
takes
hours.
a long time to get to
Oh,
it.
okay.
You can actually see the canyons and the craters of the gas.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Might have to try that sometime.
The easiest way to do it is if you keep cutting OM markers on it, but since OM markers aren't there anymore, you can get pretty close to it. Set a pickup beacon. Transport. I want to see if I can. No, I'm saying set one so that I want to see if I receive it here at Port All-Star, if its communications blocked.
I'm just gonna put 1 as an amount, just. It'll
Yeah,
take
that's
it
fine.
goes to
Check 5.
Broadcasting now.
Yep, I saw it. Distance 19 million.
Totally
There's a
different.
red You're red to me, Kaboom.
Yeah, because I'm just testing your shields. And my gimbals.
Mm. I was getting excited. There might be something out here after all to go
Yeah,
hunting
it's
for.
Vandal. Vandal capital ship. I'm not seeing those dust particles and stuff go past the windshield.
They're very few and far between now.
Yeah.
If you go outside your ship and go side view, put the star like just to cause glare off the white of your ship, if you will. It's like we're hauling ass, but not going anywhere. And it seems like we're sinking farther and farther down away from the star, like below the.
Does seem that way. Check fire. Check fire. Checking.
And I was shooting through the back of my ship right next to it.
Yeah, that's why when I'm getting up close, I'm kind of backing off. Deep space.
Were you able to jump out here, Deadpool?
See if
I know.
persistence at least works.
Very cool.
It's a pretty sight, seeing that ship go by. 890. Looks like you're heading off to the center of that galaxy. That's cool.
I'm letting it slow down naturally. Stop it, zero, and then I log out and see if I log back in the ship.
Just for giggles. No. Still does not work. If this works, I think I'm gonna be screwed. Let's call AAA to get a tow back to the planet.
Right.